Welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Hope everybody's doing great out there. Got a real Texas scorcher going on. It's up to 91 degrees outside already. It's May 19th, 2020. Hope you guys are staying cool and you're staying in shape and doing great. Okay, today I'm going to talk about, actually this is my second video I'm recording today. I don't know if they'll both be posted today or not. But I'm going really indie this time. This is the comic America. I know you might be familiar with America Chavez, but this is not America Chavez at all. This is actually done by another Texas creator down south from me in Houston, John Hughes. He owns this little company called Overground Comics. You go to overgroundcomics.com. You can actually read some of these comics for free. He's got a whole bunch of them out. I don't think he's done anything in the last couple of years. I met him at a couple cons up here about 2 years ago. He actually signed this one. I don't know if you can see the signature that well, but he signed a whole bunch of them. I bought about 20 of them. He gave me a really good deal on them. It's just very interesting. He had a very interesting story. All his characters that he does for the different comics, and there's a bunch. I don't know if I've got it in here. Let's see if there's anything that kind of shows. Well, there's another one of his graduate, but he is writing them so they would age along with you. So if this one's 20, 2 years from now, it should be 22. Obviously, this one's a little bit older. This is America. She's got kind of the Joey Heatherton type look. I'm aging myself right there. But Joey Heatherton with the shorter hair. Obviously, I think you can kind of tell she's a woman. Compared to America Chavez, you really can't tell her that well. And what's unique about this character is she's sexy, funny, very aggressive. However, as the story goes on, she has an invincibility and super strength with her, and so she's pretty reckless. Let's see. I can kind of read you the quick blurb here. When Bernadette Calloway was young, she sought adventure. She found every way that she could to add thrill to her life. The day that Hero Corps opened their doors to the public, she could think of no greater thrill than to stand toe-to-toe with the most dangerous people in the world. So she went and took her shot. 10 years of invincibility later, America, as she is known now, was one of the most loved heroes in the country. In a moment, all that was gone. America was human again, warned by the company and begged by her family and friends to stop fighting crime and protect herself. Finds herself with a new thrill and maybe the most intense of her mortality. Okay, so basically what happens, she is a superhero. She's part of the Hero Corps, which it's kind of his own Overground Comics universe or Overground Universe, and they all are going to interact with one another at one time or another, and they will all age with you, and he'll bring new ones up as he explained it to me. John Hughes is a really nice guy. I really enjoyed talking to him. Yeah, I probably wasted a lot of his time, but I just found him very interesting and his story interesting. He's got a number of comic lines, and I can't think of them all. Maybe we'll look over them later on. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough. I think one of the problems I had on some of the other earlier issues, I was not speaking loud enough, or I was just kind of running out of gas at the end. But here we see America. She starts off, this is issue 1. She go boom, boom. It was $4. And let's see if it says who worked on this. And the name of this one is Kickstart My Heart. Chapter 1. It was illustrated by Jason Pearson and written and colored by John Hughes. So got those dark colors. Seems like a lot of the comics I'm reading now are kind of dark. But this actually I picked up a couple years ago, and with America Chavez, everybody talking about her lately, I thought this would be a good one to, if you like America, here you have a choice. I got the old issue of Boys there. Let me cover that up a little bit. So you can see, is that a man? Is that a man? would guess not. So you won't confuse her with America Chavez. There's the criminal. So starts out, she still has her invincibility and her super strength and everything. And she gets in the big fight with this guy. There's some kind of detonation that takes place. I don't know if they show it or not. And she kind of blacks out there. Kind of going fast here through here. She wakes up in the hospital to find out she has a partner now. He's kind of like a low-key Samuel L. Jackson character, not just because he's black, but just because, well, maybe because he's black. But it makes it easy to explain really quickly. But he's very low-key, and he just kind of tries to be rational, whereas she is more hot-tempered and aggressive. So she's kind of saying, I don't need a partner. And he's like, oh, yes, you do. And that type of thing going on. So she kind of still doesn't want to give up the superhero gig. But she has a partner now that she has to be with, since she does not have all her superpowers any longer because of what happened with the explosion at the opening crime. So it just kind of goes through. I don't know if John's going to get mad at me for going through here again. But as you can see, whoops, shouldn't show that much. I mean, you see the side boob. As you can see, she still has the costume. She still dresses up. And she is like one fierce lady. So what I want to mention too is, I know John has done at least four issues of this comic, and all four you can read them for free at his website on Overground Comics. And if you're just looking for something different, you might find out you like these. Like I said, he's got a number of different lines. I'm trying to remember the name of the other one. Do I have them here at hand? I kind of moved them away, but one's called Tinker. It's about a young girl that's kind of building her own superhero armor, and this, these date back to, I think, like 2014, 15, 16, something like that. So a few years back. So her calling herself America is pre America Chavez coming out as America by a couple years. But I suggest, if you want to look at something different, a different technique, and a local artist in Texas, he really put a lot of work into it. I know the time I met him, he was running two booths. One was regular just artwork, because he is an artist, and the other one was him selling his comics. And so he was pretty ambitious there. I don't know, I haven't talked to him in a couple of years, though. I've not gone to any of the local cons that he would have been at that I know of. So I've just kind of missed seeing him. I always look for him when I go, because he is a very nice man. And we had a good talk, and it was fun talking to him. I really enjoyed it, and he seemed to appreciate me just being interested. So most of the cons that I go up in this Dallas-Fort Worth area, they tend to not be super crowded unless you go to Fan Expo. That one is crowded, very expensive, and still, a lot of people here don't seem to pay too much attention to the artist alleys. So if I suggest, if you see him, if you're in Texas, I don't know if he goes anywhere else. I know he had mentioned that he had gone to WonderCon in Anaheim, California one year. Didn't do too well at that specific con. So, but other than that, I'm sure he probably crosses state lines to go to other ones. And right now, there's no conventions going on. So I feel like I should probably drop him a line just to say hello. But I'm hoping that you guys take the time to look. I think he has, I want to say 5 or 6 different comic lines. And so there's 24 books that you can read for free out there. You might find something you like. So anyway, this is Indie Comics Jones hosting from the Temple of Tomes. I hope you are enjoying your day and hope you tune in again. Thank you very much.